Hello friends, Tony Baccigalupo here. I'm excited to be sharing some updates with you. In the month of May, I made and shared a piece of art every single day on my Instagram account, and it was so wonderful. It felt so good. And then in the month of June, I didn't do that, and I could definitely tell you I felt the difference. So for the month of July, I'm going to be doing it again. I'm going to be sharing a piece of art every day. At least on my Instagram. I'm going to be trying to gear that in a little bit more of a useful direction this time, so it's not just me making any art, but me trying to make stuff that's more useful, so it can help me on the business sense and help you in the whatever sense, in your life sense. And this all comes back to a larger kind of trajectory that I'm on around rediscovering my purpose. So this is actually an interesting time for me to reflect on that, because 5 years ago yesterday, I closed my co-working space, New Work City. We were at 412 Broadway for 5 years, and I had been in other places previous to that, but we were in that space, in that location for 5 years, and now we've been out of that location for 5 years. And so got a lot of reflections I want to share in that, hopefully in some form soon, since there are a lot of other co-working space owners who are closing or might be closing their space sometime soon during this pandemic. So I've got some things to say about that, but in terms of my own journey, I have been, to some degree, trying to kind of find my new purpose. I had a really clear sense of what my purpose was when it was to open a new co-working space. And since then, my purpose has kind of adapted to helping lots of other people build great co-working communities all over the world, which I've done a great job of helping people with. I've helped hundreds of co-working space owners since then. But it's not really been that kind of like sink my teeth in, really grab it and run with it purpose that I really need. And so as I kind of face where I want to go from here, I want to get a much stronger sense of what that purpose is. So I'm doing a lot of inner work. I've been doing a ton of journaling. I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been working a few programs specifically to kind of get back in touch with my creative side. And so I recently picked up again my copy of The Artist's Way, which has been amazing and just so helpful to me in so many ways. And been working through some of the processes there. I've been making more art just as a practice, as I mentioned. I just posted some art about how to do a walk and talk with your friend, which kind of speaks to where I think my purpose is starting to zero in on, which is what is alive for me and what I'm finding is alive for other people. I'm finding there's a sense of just despair right now. There's a sense of hopelessness. There's a sense that there's just so many bad things going on in the world that are stressing us out, and it's hard for us to feel good or feel like we have a sense of power or control over what's going on. And my belief is that in life there's always something we can do. There's always something more that we can do to improve ourselves, to improve the world around us, and that if we think about it, there's probably really simple things that we can do to make our lives better and maybe make the lives of people around us better. And if we can surface what those things are and try those things, then maybe we can make a bunch of things better for a lot of people, starting with ourselves, and that can bubble up to making a more collective impact around the world. And so what I'm starting to do is play with how can I communicate the things that I'm finding that I think lots of people can try that kind of fits in along that framework. So this idea of the walk and talk is a really good starting point for that. So check out my Instagram for more on that and to follow along as I make more of this stuff as I go. So that's kind of the main update. Just a couple of personal updates. I got a copy of my friend's book, The Power of Ritual by Casper to Kyle. He is brilliant. He's been such an inspiration. I got a copy of the book right here. Beautiful cover art. I kind of want to make art like that. But he's got a brilliant mind. I'm excited to dig into that. I know that he's got lots to share that's going to be really valuable, and I'll be able to translate into some of the stuff I'm working on. Been planning 4th of July this weekend with family, trying to find the healthiest way to go about doing that in a way that's responsible, but where we still get to have a good time with our families. Got to go to a bookstore this morning to pick up a book, which was amazing. Been working with my friend Tara on her new marketing group online, Flywheel, P-H-L-Y, wheel. Got to do a Q&A with the cast of Better Call Saul and with the creator, the co-creator Bob Gould, showrunner, and I got to ask them a question, which was so cool. And that was only possible because my amazing girlfriend is in the Producers Guild, so that was a really special thing. And I got to do a walk and talk with my friend Kelsey yesterday, in part because I just made the art about it recently. But it was the first time I hung out one-on-one with a friend other than my lady since March 11th, which was when everything went to hell. And I hung out with Kelsey that day, and so it was a nice bookend to be able to hang out with her again one-on-one, just go for a walk. And it made me realize how much we're maybe not accessing things that that we cut out because of the quarantine and the lockdown. So being able to hang out socially distanced with my friend with a mask on and walk outside is something I think is totally safe, but it's not something that I'm doing as much as I can with a lot of the people that I know. There are other people that I know who are walking distance from where I'm staying that I don't hang out with, and I think now is a great time to figure out who is walking distance from me that I can hang out with. Just those little social interactions can mean a lot. So hope any of this has been interesting and useful to you. I'm going to try to post something like this once a week for the month of July, so there should be 5 Wednesday updates from here on out. Maybe I'll post some more in between. But in the meantime, hope this has been interesting to you, hope it's been valuable, hope you're doing well, and I hope the stuff that I create can help you to be doing better. All right, check back with you soon. Take care, be wonderful.